are back. This is the As a Man podcast, episode 3. I am your host, So Fresh Prince, as you may know by now, because this is the third episode, so hopefully you know. Uh, I am also still with me. I do have Meek here
Yo, what's good?
and Judah, who is
What's
here
good?
again. So,
Of course, of course. Happy to be here.
true. Today is a nice little calm day. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary that kicked off. But before we get into any topics or discussion, how are y'all feeling today?
Pretty good. I just ate. I ain't gonna lie. Just ate me some Chipotle, so I'm feeling good.
I'm alright. You know, yeah, I'm here. Like it's up and down, but I'm alright.
If you want to talk about it, talk about it. Where the hell is my list at? Topics at? Oh, right here. Haha. Crazy. Good thing that y'all cannot see the edits, or y'all can't see what's going on because I have gameplay over this. So ha. But yes, if you do want to join the podcast live, you make sure to join the sensational Discord. The Discord link will be in the description, as it usually is. Uh, Again, we do try doing this every week around Thursday. Days may change, who knows. If you ever want to join the panel, just let us know by joining the Discord and hitting us up individually. Judah and Meek's information will also be in the Discord for Judah's channel and Meek's Instagram. If you want to follow them, stay at the tune to what they're doing, or just show support, whichever occurs first. Let me just see here. All right, I think that was mainly everything covered. First thing I do want to touch on, this comes from one of our own Discord members here, Kayla. She had put in a picture that says, I love having a vagina because that's all I got to give my nigga for Christmas. And her caption under that was, this is why women like this get cheated on. So she did state, how do we feel about this? Because some blank of a word.
Whore. You can say it, whore.
Strong words.
That's cool.
Try to drag me from my caption. So Christmas gift,
Christmas gift indeed.
Christmas gift.
Christmas gift indeed. I'm not gonna lie. What's it called? I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think anything wrong with the caption. Because that's if you having that mentality, then it really is like, what's it called? It really is gonna be like that for you in the long run when all you have to offer is some coochie, because it takes a lot more than that, you know.
Word. Bad gift. I'm not gonna lie, that's a terrible.
Nah, I won't say it's a bad gift. We gonna say it's a bad gift. It's just like,
But that's
you
the
know,
only thing you can offer.
that's the only thing you can. That's the only thing you got. Like, that's crazy. But I won't say bad gift, because some coochie. Some coocie's nice.
No, that's a bad
Like
gift.
sneakers exist, like
That
toys
sneakers is
exist.
crazy.
Like,
No,
that's the thing best you can think of.
That's a bad gift.
No. They said it's a bad gift. I feel you.
That's a bad gift.
I want
Because-
bread, or what's the? I can have everything
if
else later. Nah, I
I'm
feel
with you. Say I'm with you for a few years, and each Christmas is you giving me the same thing that I had probably like a good 2 nights ago, and so
That's
and
a
so on and so
cool
forth.
shit. You could get
You-
the same thing
you-
on Christmas Eve.
You telling me you're generally telling me what you're saying is you couldn't think anything outside the box of this is what my man would like, even if it was a pair of socks.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't go out your way to get a pair of socks for me and just present it as a gift. It's, oh babe, Merry Christmas. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have sex.
not even a pack of t-shirts, bro. I'm sick.
It was a cool.
And you know what the crazy part is? It's gonna be the same thing you gonna get for Christmas, the same thing you gonna get for your birthday, same thing you gonna get for New Year's, same thing you probably gonna get for
that's a
Thanksgiving.
fact.
Same thing all year round.
So
Shit.
the thought process of you couldn't go out your way, good 10 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, to say, you know what, I would like him in this shirt, or I think a pair of socks would look nice for her, or better yet, maybe, just maybe, hear me out now, a video game if he plays that, or maybe something that he's interested in that you notice that he's interested in, because hopefully this is a guy that you paid attention to his interests and decided, hey, I'm going to get him something to at least make him happy. You know what? I'm tired of the world. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, you could at least ask me what I wanted for Christmas. Like,
That's how it be. That's how most of these women be. They don't really care about us. They don't really be caring about us. They don't. They really don't. And they all honestly, they all be care about themselves, and they want us to care about them. The vast majority. Let me say, yeah, a good portion of women out there just do not care about their man. I'm not gonna say all women, but a good portion out there. What's it called? A good portion out there just be just
a good
selfish. They be mad selfish, and just like they think that they coochie and they looks gonna get them far, and it's like sometimes, for the most part, at least in today's society, where you have like a lot of thirsty ass niggas, it's gonna get them as far as the thirsty niggas is gonna take them. But when they get to that, like pushing like 30, I mean, like damn, not even 30 now, like maybe like 55, because some of these women try to keep themselves in shape till they 60. So that's a call. On average, I would say probably once you on like 40, that's when she starts to depreciate her looks. So they, that's when they start to actually care about somebody else. So they start to play and find a man. And by that like time period, it's too late. Like nobody trying to been like doing all of this for the
nobody
last.
wants that.
Ain't nobody want that, bro. That's like a 300, $400,000, 400. That's like comparing it to a 400,000 mile car and charging that shit for 15 grand. Like nobody's doing that, bro. Nobody's like, what's it called? Or even 20 grand. Like nobody's doing that. Like, that's crazy.
I mean, it do be like that, but
You wouldn't date a 40-year-old, bro. I am 22. I'm trying to be in my age range. Max out go is like 31, maybe 32.
40's wild.
40 is crazy, bro. What do I have? What does a 40-year-old have to offer me?
is it really?
So what's wrong with a cougar, bro? I'm good. I'm good.
Really crazy? That's the real question. But but no, honestly, back on the topic at hand. Outside of the BS, it is getting vagina as a Christmas gift a good gift? Most definitely not. And if you out there, the woman who the small percentage of women who may actually tune into this, if you generally think that is a good gift, then there is something wrong with your psyche. Because
there's something wrong with you.
That is not that will not. I'm not even gonna read that.
A1 gift is crazy. I didn't say it was a bad gift. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a bad gift.
It's a bad gift.
He's
It's like
it's a bad gift.
Gift was like at the end of the day, you actually gotta like put some effort into Christmas, like get me something for real.
Yo, what's it called? Meech, you pushing 45, bro. Of course you go crack somebody who's 40. All right. Listen, as a 22-year-old man, all right, as a 22-year-old man, I am not looking for a 40-year-old. All right. What's it called? As a 22-year-old man, I am not trying to get some 40-year-old cougar coochie. Like what is like, bro? The thing probably loose, probably like look the flaps probably all over the place. Like I'm not trying to see that, bro. I'm good.
There you go.
He is scared of McDonald. What's it called? Why you moving like that? Stop moving like that. What's it called? What's it called? Nah.
Speaking,
but I feel you on that. I feel you on that, Prince. I see why it's a bad gift.
I
see why it's a bad gift.
If I'm with you, right? Okay, let's take it like this. Let's say a roles reverse, right? And my Christmas gift to my girl is, oh, I'm gonna give her some penis. She's gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
Facts. I'm at, bro. Thank you. What's it called? Reverse the site. Reverse it. If I come up, what's it called to you on Christmas Day and said, all I got is my cocky. How are you moving like that? Like how are you acting after you hearing that? You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's go. Something that you've been getting like last night, and you gonna get what's it called?
Should be all year round.
What's it called? And the next day, like what's it called? I ain't gonna get too vulgar, but like you feel what I'm saying? What's it called?
All I'm saying is it's the thought process that counts. Now, do most people just enjoy those kind of things? Cool. That's awesome. That's nice. Hey, or whatever the case may be. But if we are in a full-fledged relationship, above all else, and you ask me out your way, babe, I do want something for Christmas, or I do just want a gift and whatnot, or you've been hinting at you want these gifts and whatnot, and I say to you, oh well, I'm just gonna give you some penis, you are going to look at me mad and crazy, like I did the most disrespectful thing to you.
Oh,
Now
I feel you.
again,
I feel you on that.
now again, like I said, that ranges from every relationship. Every relationship is different, so I can't just speak upon that most people don't want gifts. Most people do just want to have sex, whatever the case may be. But in full on hindsight, but if I come to you as my girlfriend with no gift in hand, or not even having the thought process of of thinking of giving you a gift of some sort, and it was straight penis, the same penis you had from yesterday, you gonna be a little upset. You may not react on it now. You may enjoy it for the moment, but there somewhere down the line you gonna bring this up to me and you gonna say, "Well, you didn't get me a gift for Christmas," or you may tell your friends, which is also something I dislike because like, why are you telling your friends our business? But that's what's happening.
Why are you telling your peoples that?
Nah, that's a fact. Why are you spreading false information?
Tell them my business.
But to piggyback off the topic, because our very own Unk, if y'all don't remember who Unk is, ignoring me, you said something. Anyways, I'll come back to that. If y'all saw what Don said, please let me know because I'm really not looking at the chat. I'm gonna keep it honest.
I'm looking, but I don't know what's it called. What she asked. She said, "What's it called?" She said
The first
something.
thing I seen, she told me to shut up. Oh wow.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what's it called? Could you repeat what you said again? That'd be very much appreciated.
Oh,
What's it called? Put mom, wife, and kid in order. What kind
I
of question is that, bro?
I didn't think that was a question. My fault, Don.
Yeah, it sounded like
I
a
thought
statement.
I thought you were talking to Unk when you said that. My apologies. I didn't mean that. Okay. So first and foremost will most definitely be my kid, and then, of course, I'm putting my child. Don, there's something wrong with you. I most definitely putting my kid first. Then it would have to be, yeah, my mom, and then my wife. I'm not gonna lie.
What's it called? I would say my kid. Yeah, my kid got to come first because that's my liquid seed, and then my wife, and then my mother. But I'm not even gonna lie. What's it called? Wife and kid. What's it called? That's debatable because at the end of the day, they hold. I'm not gonna say they hold the same value, but they're just as important.
I'm speaking off
They're just
of.
as important.
I brought my kid into the world with whoever I decided to
Wife
have a
last
kid
is
with.
crazy, yo. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's tough. Yeah, you know, we talking about a wife, bro. We talking about an actual wife. We're not talking about like you're a random gal that you just knew for like a day. I'm talking about your actual wife that loves you. Okay, this is somebody that loves you.
You said what's my answer?
Yeah.
I would say my kid first because I grew up in a single parent household, so it's like I always gotta put my kid first. And
This nigga
secondly, I will probably say, yeah, I'll say wife. Then last, my mom.
Oh, what's
I
it called? You said this. Hold on. Sorry, what's it called? Rex said he up in here.
I
What's it
ain't
called?
I ain't
He
gonna
said,
lie and state like, oh,
Sure.
it was good.
I have to switch it up real quick. Or
Oh, that
nigga,
was
why is your shit like that, bro? What the
Mhm.
fuck?
Yes.
and whatnot. It's just the fact of
well,
my kid would have to come first in a lot of situations. It's not like
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, why is your mic like that?
Your mic is tweaking, my guy.
Why is shit so low, gang? Shit,
And
nice.
whatnot. So of course, my kid has to come first in a lot of situations because one, I have to upbring them. I have to teach them how to survive in the world and stuff like that. The reason why I would say my mom would be next down the line is not the fact to state like, oh, I don't love my wife or I don't care about my wife or I wouldn't put my wife or appreciate my wife, reward and praising, but if anything were to happen in the situation to where my wife wakes up one day and decides I don't want to be in this relationship anymore, or I don't want to uh, um, continue on with the relationship, that's it. But at the end of the day, my mom is still always going to be there, regardless of whatever I do, whatever I get myself into, stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Your seed could be a crackhead. Don, we're just stop it. And
Hopefully my scene not a crackhead. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully my scene is very, very handsome, very beautiful, very pretty
No,
and nice.
crackhead is wild.
Yeah, crackhead is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
and then
What's it
for
called?
my wife,
Hopefully my wife is not a crackhead. That's what's. That's what we gotta move. That's how we gotta move. Man.
and then
But nah,
for my wife, it's simply, you know, I will always love the person who I marry. I will always like to experience that life of having that person by my side supporting me and whatnot. But anything could generally happen. And there's always been multiple hypotheticals of, oh, if I went missing for 18 years, would you remarry and and all this other stuff, and whatnot. So for me, and this is only me speaking, and this is only on my take, it most definitely would have to be in that order.
what's it called? Nah, I can see that. I definitely can see that. What's it called? I can see that, Prince. What's it called? No doubt. I definitely put the kid first. Yeah, but I would say it's interchangeable because I'm not gonna say interchangeable, but like it's just like they're very important. Both of them important, especially what's it called? If it's your if it's a wife that you actually love and she loves you. But now I can see why you put your son, or not son, but your kid first. Um, I can see that. There's no, I agree with that.
What was the
Big
question
crackhead
again?
She's
Uh,
a crackhead. Then,
Don Ants, Don Ants, who would you put first? Your child, your mom, or your wife?
My child. I ain't gonna lie, like, that's my seed type shit. Like, feel me? Like, that came out of my, whoa, like, got my DNA in that. Like, when my mother birthed me type shit, was for me to live my life. Like, whoa. So what? It's between child, mom,
These
and
kids
what?
are reckless now.
Wife.
Yo.
Oh yeah. My child, wife, and then mother. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, valid answer.
My dudes understand easily.
Everybody, has the question is, you can really change up the answer multiple times, but it kind of just depends on where your mindset is. Honestly, it's nothing. There's no right or wrong answer above it. Well, in some people's eyes there could be, but there's no right and wrong answer in regards to it, because it's kind of just how you view it and how you see fit and what works out for you.
Husband, kid, mom.
Hey, I like that answer. I like that answer. That's a good answer right there. I like that answer. That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Don also said, okay, so if your wife is giving birth and they said to kill the baby or let your wife live, what y'all doing?
I think, unfortunately, when it comes to that, well, is the wife gonna die along with the child? Well, yeah, that's obviously that's the situation, my dumb ass. But yeah, I'm probably gonna pick the wife.
Yeah, the wife, because that's you can always try again, but
Yeah. What's it called? Welcome everybody. I see y'all.
Yeah, I'm
I see y'all
definitely
in the
judging
audience.
everybody by their answers. Easy.
What's it called? What's it
'Cause
called? Yeah,
I don't like to
I'm
follow
picking my
follow
wife.
people's norms. I'm going with the child.
The child. Okay. Yeah, that's valid.
If people don't like it, I mean, it's my answer. If y'all feel differently, y'all are always free to join the Discord and state your case, or better yet, you can put it in the comment section below and whatnot. Yeah. Will you get judged? Probably not by me, because I didn't go to law school, but anybody else, that's up to them.
What's it called? Yeah, I can see that. What's it called? I honestly, I don't want to bring the child in, especially if he doesn't have his mother. I think that takes a 2% effort. No
Which
doubt
is
about that.
which is very understandable. I'm not saying that people should do a single parent household, which we can jump into the next topic of single parent households. But I would want to have a stable foundation for my child in set saying that the child grows up with a father and a mother there, or at least a mother figure in their life and whatnot. So I'm not
Fair,
against
fair.
it, but I'm gonna be different and not like to piss people off at times. So it does go in that nature. But yeah, so how do y'all feel about single parent households, mainly single mother households or single father households, whichever the case is?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it should be the standard, but what's it called? It depending on the situation. Say like a family, the father or the mother died, then that's just how the cookie crumbles. But like if it's like forced, or like a situation like where a man impregnates a woman and now he's going through baby mama drama, I don't. That's not like something that what's it called? What's it called? That's not something that is, um, what's the word? I'm thinking of the word right now. That is I can't think of the word. Some things that should not be the standard. Let me just say that I cannot think of the word right now. But I don't think it's something that should be normalized. There you go. I don't think something that should be normalized and shit.
We do have someone who wants to come up and speak, so I'm gonna let them have a chance to speak. It is our very own K. K, whenever. Okay, he's up here. Cool.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Okay.
What's
What's
good,
up?
K?
What's good, yo?
Yo,
What's good, Eli? So what you call it? For me, growing up, sure I had two parents, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it was mainly my mom doing the heavy lifting. If you really think about it.
Yo,
So it
Eli,
was
so
like,
what up?
what's up, Rex?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. So I'm saying like, yeah, I agree with you. It shouldn't be the standard, but the idea of a single parent household ain't always too bad. It ain't always too bad. Like, it just depends on how that parent gives that attention to the kid and like pays attention to detail and what's going on in the kid's life and whatnot. Then I feel like it could be something good. But if it's like the mom or the dad's just showing the kid what drama is like and shit like that, then all the kid's gonna do is get themselves into trouble. It's not really a fact of like, oh, he's in a single parent household, he doesn't got a father figure, mother figure. Nah, and that's not really the case. It's just the fact that you are basically seen as the main influence, both figures. So if you can't show how it is to be both sides, then you are clearly not ready to be a single parent household. If you're only willing to show your child one side of the coin, then like what's the like you're not, like I said, you're not ready to be a single parent household. You're not. So, like I said, I agree with Judah. It should stay as a two-man job because this is pretty, it's stressful. It's stressful for a single person. Also, it's stressful for everybody. I don't feel like anybody should really go through that, especially for a kid growing up.
Yeah.
So this is kind of just what I want to kind of touch upon and whatnot. So probably like months ago, I've always answered this question to people around me, mainly like workplaces, stuff like that, of should a DNA test be mandatory when it comes to like the birth of a child? And
That's a fact. Sorry to cut you off, but that's a fact. Mandatory.
it
and
depends.
my answer has always been yes. Hear me out, because I see Dawn's going off. My reason for why a mandatory DNA test should be a thing is because there are many cases to where the woman may step out of the relationship, whatever the case may be. Maybe they even took a break and whatnot, and she got intimate with another person. Raw intercourse that did come in place, and things happen. You get back together, and then you find out the child isn't yours, but you raised it for 18 years, and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, I do believe it is the father's choice and whatnot, to where if you still want to be there for the child, by all means stay there for the child, whether if it's your child or not. But at the end of the day, should a DNA test be something to where it should be mandatory, or at least for the most part should be a provided option to both parents to see, hey, if you have any doubt, we can always check to see if this child is 100% the father's, or if this or not. Because then, like, for most instances, you do have women out there, not all, but there is a group of women out there who are very spiteful, who do things of, oh, well, I know in the back of my mind this isn't his child, but I'm not gonna tell him because he could be a good person, he could provide, whatever the case may be, blah 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 blah, and whatnot. So generally, I do think that maybe I won't say that DNA tests should be mandatory, but I think the option should be still presented, whether if you fully know, whether if you don't know, so that if by chance the child is not the father's, he has an option if he wants to stay or he wants to leave and whatnot, or that, you know, it could at least remove any type of suspicion later down the line if you know there's some question about, you sure that the child is yours, or are you sure about this, you sure about this, x y z z y and x. But that's just my take.
Okay.
What was the question?
Makes sense.
What's it called? Should a DNA test be mandatory?
If it's a
Yo,
fling type
Dom.
shit,
Yo,
And we
Dom,
had-
what are you saying right now?
nah, if it was a fling and we had no communication after, you know,
We
We
gonna
did
we
the
gonna
do
get
or
to that
whatever.
question. We gonna get to that question when everybody answers it.
I ain't gonna lie, like, yeah, it should be mandatory. Like, what's wrong with confirming it? Like,
Ooh. All right, I got something to say. Oh, I got something to put on this too. So let's say, for an example, like Prince was saying, certain situations you gotta understand. If I stop, like, yeah, especially Rex, if I stop talking to you for said amount of time, and then you randomly pull up back in my life telling me, yeah, I'm pregnant, I feel like that should be a case where it should be mandatory. But if you know that you with your wife or your significant other and you get her pregnant and you know that she's all for you and she's like, for like, you know, she's always by your side type shit, and she's like stuff with your insecurities is telling you to get a, like, you know, to get, you know, get the DNA test, it's like, I feel like in that case I don't really think it should be mandatory until further suspicions, like valid suspicions, come to fruition. You feel me? Other than that, I feel like it should be mandatory in only certain cases where it's like, okay, we know she's slimy. We know she likes to go behind your back and do things. In that case, hell yeah, DNA test it up.
Yeah, it all depends. Bro. Like, if you know you locked in with that person for a grip and you know they're not fucking nobody else, there's no point of a DNA test. If you know they went out, did some scoopy shit, then the DNA test is needed. Cause you don't want to get left with a kid that's not yours.
Facts.
Yeah,
And I want to
can
hear no one
understand
talking
type-
about stepping in.
like, okay, I can fake understand where like it gets like disrespectful type shit with just asking, but like you said type shit. If we locked in, I mean, with my significant other, yeah, that shouldn't even be a question or whatever. But if it's just a fling, I ain't gonna lie, test that, 110%, or
Because
that's all.
we not gonna act like we haven't seen cases of women going to say, oh, well, what you call it? Oh, the child's this person's, the child's not this person's, and the DNA test come back and say, well, the child's not his, or the child's not, you know, doesn't belong to them, and whatnot, to where that question shouldn't be a thing. Like I said, maybe my phrasing was wrong. I don't think it necessarily should always be mandatory. Of course, like how Rex said and how Kay said, if we're locked in, if I know that you're the only person I've been with, whoopty whoop for years on end, and you have my child and everything, then that's a totally different thing. There shouldn't be a need for a DNA test. But do I think it should be at least an option if suspicion is there? Maybe you two separated for a bit, y'all came back together, you're not quite sure, or this, that, and third. Maybe it could be a fling thing and all the other stuff. Then yes, then that's truly I think a DNA test should be put a part of the question. But I generally don't think that it should be a mandatory thing if need be. Let me rephrase that. I think it should be an option if presented.
Okay, what's it called? Well, I'll take it a one step further than making it mandatory. That has to be law. What's it called? That has to be law, and what's it called? That has to be law. That has to be actually written into the Constitution. That has to be law. All right, and let me explain why. All right, let me explain. Now I know it's gonna be a little controversial, but nah, every man and woman, what's it called, should be subjected to a DNA test because you have a lot of these individuals, like men, just be slanging their cocky around. All right, just as the woman open her legs, the men be putting it in there. They be slanging their cocky around and impregnating these women for various amount of reasons. All right, so now you have a bunch of these little
Asian niggas.
boys. Little boys and girls, yeah. For nah, Haitians is crazy.
Nah,
I ain't
he
gonna
said
say that.
don't disrespect us like that, bro.
It's like, nah, that's wild. What's it called? But either way, all the men, all the gal, they're very irresponsible with their their reproductive organs. So what's it called? That kind of solves all the confusion when you make sure that these individuals, as soon as the kid is born, DNA tests, they can locate the father, they can locate the mother. You have to take that DNA test, and now what's it called? Both the man and that woman can be extremely should be subjected to the responsibility of that child, because a lot of people just be having children and they don't want to take responsibility for it, and that's why you have a lot of some of these children grow up with a lot of issues when it comes to not having that structure. What's it called? Not having that structure in their life. Now, let me say this: what's it called? Not every two-parent household is what's it called is going to be the most structured. Is going to be most what's it called? Is going to be extremely proficient and efficient for the child. But at least when you have the foundation and the man and woman have their shit together, what's it called? In their right mind, then the child will be in their right mind. So that's why I say, what's it called? Not mandatory. It gotta be law. Every man and woman has to take a DNA test. They have to.
I said, who would have thought Judah has sense?
That's wild.
No, now that's my 2 cents on it though. What's it called? I
Yeah,
do
that's fair.
think what's it called? That gotta be law and mandatory and shit. Because nah, man, we gotta stop these little individuals. What's it called? We gotta stop these little boys and girls from committing all this. Oh, being confused. Let me not say committing, but being confused. Being
Confused is
confused.
crazy.
Yeah, confused. I mean, like, bro, what's it called? You need. To me, at least, what's it called? You need to get, what's it called? I want to provide that structure for my child when he grows up, because I'm not just gonna have a child just willy nilly. Like, I'm not built to have a child right now. I'm 22. I'm trying to get everything together, and then there's people younger than me having kids, and they don't even know what to do with their life. Like, they're a kid themselves. So.
I feel that.
Exactly.
But they gotta take the L. If they gotta take that L, bro. They gotta take that L, bro. They gotta take. It could be a loss or it could be a lesson. Either way, they gotta take that L, man.
What
They definitely gotta take the L.
speaking of kids, because I do want to touch up on this. I'm not sure if Moon and or Dawn are able to speak, but let me know if you can, because this is something that I personally have seen. Okay, yeah, we gotta touch on Moon's question, but this is something that I personally seen, which was another podcast. I don't remember the name of it, so shout out to that podcast. But the man was telling about his whatchamacallit, his achievement. So what he accomplished in his life for being roughly around 28, 29, right? And the woman on the podcast was stating that he has a red flag for not having a child at his current age.
Oh, I seen that shit.
So asking more so toward the ladies again, if any of the ladies feel free to come up and speak and whatnot, by all means do so. But is it a red flag if a man doesn't have a kid by a certain age?
No. It's a call. No. It depends. Some men are just not built. I'm not saying built, but some men just want to live. I'm not gonna say the bachelor life, but they just want to be as single for the rest of their life. I guess they can deal with that. They just go out there and date whoever they want. I'm not gonna say that's the best thing to do, but what's it called? Some men just want to live that single life for the rest of their life. They don't want to deal with women on a long term level, and they don't want to deal with kids. Some people just don't want to have kids, and I personally, what's it called? I personally don't know how they would feel. What's it called? I don't know how they would feel in that position because I'm not in that position. I actually want to have kids and I want to have a lot of kids. So like I don't know how to like relate to somebody that lives that like single life where they date a bunch of women and stuff.
Whoa, how many's a lot?
Like 12.
Oh Lord,
Yeah, I try
oh
like
Lord,
12.
oh Lord. Oh
Yeah,
Lord, oh my God! What y'all
I
niggas
told
saying?
kids.
12 niggas?
Yep. Yeah.
Tragic.
Trying to have 12.
Nah, 12 is wild.
12 is crazy.
12
Nah,
is
bro. I'm
wild.
trying to have 12 mini me's out there, bro. Trying to have 12 mini me's. What's it called? No doubt.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is Judah's choice.
He's
and
Jamaican.
What's it called?
he's
It's
a
Yeah,
possible. And y'all say
Tragic.
Haitians is bad. Yeah, y'all wild.
That's so cool. What you mean, Judah Cannon? Nah, deadass. Judah Cannon is crazy, but I'm actually
They
take care of
both
my
bad.
kid. I'm gonna take care of my kid though. That's the crazy for NBA Judah. See, do not compare me to NBA and that nigga Nick Cannon because they don't take care of their kids. They got like 9 baby mamas. I'm not having 9 baby mamas.
9 kids is crazy. 9 baby moms. Now, how do y'all niggas do it out, bro? How do you niggas do that, bro?
What's it called?
How do niggas
They
do
got the
that?
money to pay child support for the rest of their life. I ain't paying no child support, bro.
Oh,
That's all I'm
speaking
saying.
of child support, I got a question. Wait, I think Moon has her question up next, right?
Yeah. The Moon's question was, what makes you niggas a man?
What's it called? What does that even mean? That's not even a question.
Exactly.
What does that even mean, bro?
I gotta answer that. I gotta answer that.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, you got it.
What makes me a man? Shit. Well, let me tell you real quick. What makes me a man is the person that can like be in your life and make sure that your mental stability is at check all the time. I want to know that you come home and then you happy. That's what makes me a man. What makes me a man is not the fact that I could do what every other nigga can say they can do. Oh, I could build you a house, build your foundation. That doesn't matter because you can do that shit to yourself. But at the end of the day, who do you got to to fall back on? Nobody. Most of the time, most people just grow up and they just with themselves. They only can trust themselves. So the fact that you can have someone who's there that can check your mental and just be there in your life at all times, that's what a real man is at the end of the day. It's not someone who can get you this, get you that, get you that. No, it's someone who can act as your equal and somebody who can look like you can look up to as someone as a mentor. That's what it is. That's what a man is. So that's what makes me a man. Thank you very much. That's it.
Damn, you was holding that shit in, huh?
That nigga had that shit written down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I guess I can follow up. in accordance to what Kay was saying, I do agree. What would make me a man, above all, is I guess the shit that I am able to be able to do / provide. Not necessarily saying that it has to be a full on financial standpoint or things of that nature, or I can go out and buy you all this expensive stuff and things of that. But what I do, and personally what is me thing, is like I always like to check up on you, see how you are, see what you're going through, see if there's anything I can do to help best way possible, whether it's something that just requires you to want to speak, or just for you to have a safe environment to where you can express yourself, or just state what the problem is. I foremost like to think of myself as a problem solver for the most part. And it could be a bad trait, it could be a good trait. It depends on how you view it. But in terms of just trying to figure out, like, okay, you're dealing with this issue, or you're going through
I'm back.
through
Sorry.
you're good. And going through these problems, like, what can I do to lessen the load that you're dealing with? What is there for me to do to make your life a little bit more peaceful? Because for all those who may or may not know, is I like to maintain my peace in some shape, way, or form. So obviously, I would want my significant other, or the person who I'm talking to also have peace as well. I'm not gonna make it to where it's like you have to feel like you have to suffer by yourself, or I can't help you out in certain situations because you may not want me to be a part of it because you want to handle it on your own. I don't think it resolves around that. But is I want to make sure that your life is a little less stressful, because at the end of the day we both go through the same shit. So why would I want you to suffer and act like I don't see anything or I don't know what's going on, when obviously I do. I speak to you. I try to make sure you properly ate. Anything I can do for you, whether it's just like me going out getting you food, buying you food, or just making sure that you had a relaxed day, having some form of conversation that would be, I'm losing my train of thought. At least pleasant, for the most part. It's like the simplistic things that you can do just to make your significant other feel a little bit better, right? So that's my take on it. I don't know about everybody else.
I can't hear shit.
Don't trust that nigga. Don't believe that nigga. Don't even.
Facts.
This 4 niggas in this chat before he got here talking about what's it called? Can hear us, but he can't hear us. Still trolling. Anyways, what's it called? So, I feel you on that, Prince. Who else? What's it called? Who else can touch on it?
Go ahead, Judah.
Everybody said they piece. Oh, Meek, it's your turn.
Oh, all right. I mean, the best I can say for right now, like, to tell, like, the question is like to tell if, whoa, the question is you can tell if who's a man or not, right? Or am I messed up?
Yeah, that is the question.
All right. So the best way I can explain is like to tell like who's a man or not is like the man is you. You're your own person, you know. You do like you hold your own. You take care of your peoples, your families, you know, and you make sure like you know your mental health, physical health, everything is up. You know, you don't let no distractions come between you and what your goals are, stuff like that. You know, and you do, and like someone who knows like you know there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be like you know it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be you gotta have to take some L's here and there, but at the end of the day you have to get back up, and, you know, and keep pushing. Thug it out sometimes. You know, that's like sort of like my definition, I guess.
Okay. All right then. That's valid. What's it called? All I would say a man is someone who is the executor, the administrator of his life, the man who can take accountability at least 99% of the time, and maybe even 100%. Well, really 100% of the time, even when the situation is not in his favor, or he understands that what's it called? He may be the victim in that situation. What's it called? But he always has to take accountability because he has to have some form of accountability and allowing somebody else to what's it called impact his life. So when you know a man is always under being self-aware like that, what's it called? He can make the best decision for himself in the end. So that's why I see a man is someone who's self-aware. What's it called? The executor or the administrator of his own life, and someone who can take accountability.
That'd be answers all around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, there. What's it called? Then we got the next question, Donnie. You're telling me if you're locked in with your shorty, you still gonna ask? Well, I already said shit. She got to be lost, so you know, that answers my question. I mean, that's my answer to that.
I think we already explained it. It was just pinned so that we just didn't forget.
Oh, okay.
But we already answered it. Do y'all miss me? That's Don's question. So before we answer this, let's give a little rundown.
Let's go, Raw.
Let's give a little rundown of who Dawn is, and she's popping out the mouthful as I'm trying to give her compliments. That's crazy. So for all those who don't know, Dawn has been the Don, you making me not want to do this because I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, please, thank you. Dawn is what I would like to call the mother figure of the Discord, the one and true first ever starting woman who has been a part of Ron's Discord and whatnot, who's probably the main person who keeps us together, right? In some shape, way, or form. I know not everybody probably likes Dawn or fucks with Dawn and whatnot, but truthfully and honestly, I will say if Dawn was not here, I don't think the Discord, for the most part, would have ran the way that it runs today. And the reason why I say that is because she's the main one who likes to welcome new people, tries to be out there in the forefront, tries to befriend everybody, making sure everybody's cool, making sure everybody's okay. You know, she tries her best to have some form of connection with everybody. Now, would the Discord be running? I think it. You know, there would have been a very low tide, but without Dawn, honestly speaking, I would say that she is the main reason why we can get as active or have these conversations or have these moments as a group, because she's the main one who brings that energy for up front. So of course, when Dawn disappears, Dawn has her moments and everything, and everything to where she disappears or maybe has some time to herself. It doesn't feel the same. So of course, I will always miss Dawn. Granted, I talk to Dawn here and there and whatnot, but I will always say that I will miss Dawn anytime that she's gone. Maybe if she's not a part of certain events that we have, like movie night, game night, stuff like that, because it doesn't feel the same without Dawn being here. But that's just my take.
Nigga say he glazed it. That's crazy.
Fredo, don't do that, because I will expose you on this podcast, and this shit goes on my YouTube channel. So don't do that.
Nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Freddie. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Don't lie.
Don't let me get into that bad, because it can go left for you.
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You tried this last time, bro. You tried this last time, Fredo. Relax, bro. He really gonna violate, bro.
Prince ain't playing with y'all niggas no more.
Prince not playing, bro. That Prince not playing. He definitely gonna violate you, bro. But nah, what's it called? Nah. Y'all heard what Prince said. That's Donnie for you. So yeah. Anybody else? What's it called? Anybody else got something to say?
This nigga skipped over it.
Why you saying shit? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like yo, L Mans, bro. L Man, how you gonna be an L Mans on an As a Man podcast, bro? L
I'm
Mans,
sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean,
what's it
personally, me, I miss Dawn. That's all I gotta say. I can't say too much.
That's nice to hear, bro. I'm glad you do. I'm glad y'all do, bro.
Crazy.
Nah, W Dawn for real though. Like she's a young, respectable woman. No doubt about that.
Facts.
What you had to say, K?
Huh?
What you had to say, K?
About what?
Yeah, raw my nigga.
About Ron?
Yeah, he said raw. She said, "Do we fuck with Raw?"
Of course. What the fuck?
That's a call. Yeah. Now, do you fuck with Dawn?
Of course.
That's nice.
I
Dawn
got
is like the oil to the machine. What do you mean by that?
What you mean?
You
wanna come up here and explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, what's the call?
Let's talk about it.
What do you mean by that? You wanna come up here and explain?
You was saying Prince was glazing.
I ain't gonna lie, that was top tier glaze right there. You wanna expound on that?
Hold on. There's no way.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah.
My dumbass thought I was talking the whole time because I heard a notification. I'm trolling right now. Chill.
You trolling? That's crazy.
Nah, what Prince said was right though. And why do you don't know what the oil to the machine means?
So cool. No, we know what that means. I just
I
want to ask.
say, ain't no way you don't know what it means.
I'm just asking you. I'm just trying to, what's it called?
Nah.
Is there a deeper tone to that? Are you trying to imply something?
Nah, like the core don't work properly if we don't got certain people.
Oh, okay. And that certain person is no. You didn't say people, nigga. You said person.
I mean, she was the person we were talking about, though.
Oh, okay.
I can name a couple people, you know.
Okay.
Core don't work properly without Prince, you know, because Prince do a lot.
Okay.
Core don't work properly without Judah sometimes.
Okay.
Matt need to come back.
Okay.
And then me.
Meech, why you moving like that, bro? Like I've always been respectful. So cool. Yeah, of course. I think we all do a great job. I think the machine do be working when we all together. I do agree with that, Fredo.
Nah, when we all together, it be working.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
My machine works is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
My machine work overload.
Not
brother.
good.
But all right. So all the lovey dove stuff aside, because without having Dawn be back and everything is a beautiful moment, and like I said, some certain things just don't feel right without Dawn's presence, or her trolling ways, or the other stuff that she may get into that I more so have to control because she be taking a little bit too far at times. But it's wonderful to have Dawn back. So again, if y'all do join the Discord, which I very much do suggest, the link will be in the description. If people just read the description. All the information is there in the description. Join, speak to Dawn. I promise you. She's a wonderful person.
She is a nice person when she wants to be.
No lie,
But
Fredo.
overall, she's a nice person.
No lie, Fredo. I am moving you back into the audience, though, but I do appreciate you for coming up to speak.
Meek, shut the fuck up. See? Oh wow.
Damn, I lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie, because the question kind of derailed me. So I do want to speak on something. So I've been going through my era of watching studio videos currently in this moment in time, and honestly,
what's it called? Is that where you want to go into? Yeah, what's it called? You talking about the studio vids?
Most definitely.
Studio vids.
So honestly, I just have a couple of points to speak on and whatnot. and as a man, right? As a full-on man, y'all come to these studio videos. I'm not sure if y'all decide to put on y'all best fits, or decide that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put on all my jewelry, my Cartiers, my Miris, my Rockstar jeans, my high top platform shoes and whatnot. As a man, y'all go there knowing full and well that you talking to these women, there is a very small likelihood that you are leaving with their information. The most you may get is their Instagram, and they may unfollow you after that same day and or block you. Why put yourself in these cringe-worthy situations to where you think doing the utmost or being butthurt because she passed you, but she smashed the next man that you think that you look better than you and all this other stuff, whatever the case may be, is worth it. I ain't gonna lie. You see me in the studio video, which may never happen unless someone pays me a good enough of a check. Not gonna front. I'm not gonna feel no type of way if the girl in front of me says, "Oh, I'm gonna pass you because you not my type," but talk to the next man and say that she gonna smash him. I don't care. You wanna know why? Because I'm not leaving with them. If I do by all
you
chance,
get so close to the mic like that.
If I do by chance, then that is one thing. But guess what? I'm not leaving with them. I don't care. It's like as a full on man, you do all this for women attention, and it's like why? It's like I don't understand. You guys are getting too old for this. It's getting to too much of a point now to where I'm seeing these studio videos. Niggas is going full on out saying the most cringeworthy things, and it's just like, my guy, you thought about this. You thought about this and said this to the woman. Like you feel some type of way. You feel that hurt, or you have to try so hard to impress. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. And that's it.
Back there in their own man's for like y'all number. Now that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
They be wilding on these videos.
Like I'm tired of it. I honestly am. If you feel that type of way to where you have to disrespect a woman because she said she called you a 6, nigga, guess what? You not a 10 ass nigga. I'm sorry to say, you not a
you not a 10.
You're not a 10. You're not. You aren't these niggas that you think you are. Y'all see the celebrity ass niggas. Shout out to Do Dennis and whatnot. Y'all try to be them so badly, and it's weird.
You talking
It
about Riz? What's it called?
it's
Riz
so
God.
weird.
As somebody, exactly. I was about to say, as somebody would call him the Riz God, ugly ass.
It is so, dog. The amount of times that I have seen grown ass men that try to be like Duke Dennis is weird to me.
Tie shit.
Cause,
Stupid ass.
cause it's like you guys generally want to be this man so badly because
Wizard
he
of
gets
Oz.
women. Guess what? Work on your fucking self, and maybe you can get some women in your life. This some shape, way, or form. Not all of us are blessed to look like Dude Dennis. I'm sorry to say, but guess what? Not me. I'm not trying to be this nigga.
What's it called?
I'm not. I'm not trying to be Duke Dennis. Like I'm full on not trying to be him. Guess what? Whatever works for me, works for me. Whatever doesn't. Y'all niggas want to be Duke Dennis so badly. It's weird. Like can from this moment on forward, going to 2023, I want this to be a challenge. Be yourself. Find yourself. Do something that makes you unique. Stop trying to be trying to be the Kais and the Dukes and the your rages and these celebrities. Stop trying to be Chris Brown ass niggas. It's not
Yo,
gonna
Chris,
work.
Riz.
It's
You
not-
talking about Riz Brown?
It's not gonna work. It's
You
not
talking
gonna
about
work.
Riz Brown?
If y'all don't find some individuality on some type of way of being yourself, I promise you, cause it's weird how so much of you niggas out there in this world want to be him so badly. Y'all want to be this man so badly. It's weird. It's so weird.
It's very weird. He's not wrong.
What's it called? Yeah, there's a lot of what's it called? But that's normalized though. Like, I'm not gonna digress too much. But now you had the like the fake Drake, and then you had the fake Dirt.
Fake
You know?
Dirk.
So so you had that situation where everybody want to be somebody else instead of themselves. But regarding the studio vids, like I get it. What's it called? A lot of these niggas. What's it called? It depends on the host. Cause I'm not going. Cause I was watching a bunch of studio videos back like a couple of years ago. So like I'm not gonna like shit on them too bad. But like it's like I'm gonna separate it from like two perspectives. On a content creation perspective, you know, it's entertaining. A lot of people was liking it. So like getting those people together, getting them to get the different experiences. Some people were saying a lot of things for entertainment. So I get it. On a regular perspective, like you're somebody in that studio video, yeah, I can see it because like you really trying to fiend. But the thing is, I mean, like there's like a match. There's like it was like equal amount to the girls. So it's like a lot of niggas was going. It looked like a lot of niggas was going after the same girl. But I mean, like it's
It's
weird.
like niggas be fiending, bro. It's
Yeah,
like
they be
bro,
fiending. Yeah, some videos be fiending. I'm not gonna say every video, but some.
both
What's it
sides.
called?
It be going wrong on both sides. It's either like the females get butt hurt, so they're gonna start flaming niggas. The niggas get butt hurt, so they're gonna start flaming the females. Like, so it goes back and forth. So niggas start returning energy, and niggas start getting mad over no reason over a little ass game.
Nah, what's it called? That's when it gets weird. That's when it really gets weird. When niggas beef, having them fake beefs, like them having those, what's it called? Them fake beefs. I agree with that. But
It's crazy.
yeah, what's it called? I think I mean, me personally, watching studio videos, I've always been entertained by it because I've always liked the reactions and what's it called? I make fun of these niggas. So when it comes to that, if I ever had to participate in a studio video, my personality wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be like, my personality wouldn't really fit well because it's like if I see an attractive girl, I'm going to talk to her, and if that's another thing. If she talking to me too, because I'm not going to talk to none of the girls if they're not going to talk to me. But I'm always going to keep it professional, you know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If
Like,
you
what's
ever
it called?
catch me in a studio vid, I'm doing niggas like Ron. I'm sorry.
What's it called? See, I always be. That's what makes me laugh the most. I'm definitely
I'm
doing
doing
niggas
niggas
like
like
Ron.
Ron.
That's so cool. That nigga wrong. That nigga wrong. Got it for that. That's so cool. But yeah, what's it called? Come to the studio videos. I definitely think it's gonna be for the content creation purposes. Great idea if it's executed well, depending on the host. What's it called? I'm not going to bash on them too much, but when it comes to like I guess the interactions, it can be what's it called? It can be very complicated to say the least.
I'm gonna do that run from every girl for their lace front.
But my general thing is that I've seen, a good handful of studio videos, and niggas have to feel as if though, and this is the As a Man podcast, so yes, I'm strictly speaking on the guys. Will we speak on the woman? Maybe we'll touch it. But as just guys individually, in going from, let's say, ranging 18 to roughly 25, that's about the most that I've seen, right? That's usually the age range. You should know better than to feel some type of way because a girl does not find you attractive, or a girl chose next man over you, or a girl doesn't want to be with you and whatnot, and all this other stuff. You know how crazy it is to generally want to start being petty to a next person. Granted, at the end of the day, it is all entertainment, so take it with a grain of salt. But it's weird to when you have the entertainment portion of it, and then you have the niggas that really dead ass try their hardest to pull every woman there.
What's up?
You niggas aren't like that. I'm sorry to say. You niggas full are not on that. Will you leave with a girl's number? Probably, and that's cool. I wish all the best. Will you get as far as you need to? Probably, and that's cool. But you niggas try so hard to imitate these other niggas who get all the women because y'all feel some type of way or whatever, and then when it don't work in your favor because you're not them niggas, then it's, oh well, you're not all that attractive anyways, or I didn't want you, or oh, you're ugly, and it's like, why? The main moment, if no one ever seen, I generally have to find this video of of when Ron used to be in studio videos. That man did it for entertainment purposes. If he was honest with the rating, he was honest with the rating. If he cracked the joke, he cracked the joke and whatnot, and kept it pushing. But some of you niggas out there, y'all really need to seek some form of help, in some shape, way, or form.
Like the evaluation.
Like sit down, talk to yourself, and whatnot. Like generally, deep dive and look into yourself. Are you really that nigga? Oh, if y'all want to find who Ron is, it's Sensational Ron. I will put his information in the description, or possibly, if I remember. I ain't gonna lie, I be forgetting. But
W cameo, W promo.
But
Now, shout out to that man, Sensational Ron.
But it's like you niggas is weird out there who generally want to be other niggas to get women, so y'all can live up to this standard of, oh, I get bitches on my dick, or oh, I'm a ladies man, or oh, I slept with 3 girls in one day. If no one catches that joke, not my problem. Oh, and all this other stuff. But it's just like, why? Just why? Why? I have been able to get girls by being myself. I didn't have to dress up like the next person. I didn't have to go out my way to get diamonds and chains and grills and all this other stuff to impress anybody. If a woman liked me because they like me, that is what it is. You want to know why? I already know that I'm not the most attractive person out there. I'm a smooth 5.5, maybe a 6 on a good day, and that's cool. I built up on my personality. That's just me. And guess what? It works for me.
I agree. Most people need to be themselves. Most people don't play characters. That's well, you know what I'll say is most people don't know themselves. If you really want to go there, people haven't developed that, like what makes them them. A lot of people are subjugated or subjected to what's it called, to looking at somebody else where they think in a higher class. A lot of people be putting people on pedestals. That's why what's it called? A lot of people be putting people on pedestals, and it goes to show you that they didn't take the time out to develop themselves. So that's why you have a lot of these people who mimic other men or other women. They get their personality from the TV or the internet. A lot of people just have their personalities from the internet. They have not really taken the time out to really develop themselves. So that's why you have a lot of these individuals just acting that way.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
But
You
yeah,
know,
it's corny. It's mad corny. It's mad corny when people what's it called talk the it's that quote unquote alpha mentality though. You know, it really that red pill shit. And I'm not trying to make it a red pill versus blue pill debate, but what's it called?
he wants to be my son so badly.
What's it called? What's it called? Yeah, a lot of people embrace that alpha mentality on the internet. Like, what's it called? You ain't gotta do all that. A lot of people be influenced by that alpha, that red pill versus blue pill conduct, or construct. I don't personally adhere to that. So what's it called? That's not my field of endeavor. But a lot of people do, especially like when you had what, well, you still have today for the most part. But what's it called? You still have Sneeko, and, Top G. What's it called? What's that nigga name? What's it called? Top G.
Tate.
Andrew Tate. Um, what's the other nigga name? You had
Fun?
Fresh and Fit.
Uh,
What's it called? And then you had yeah, I said Sneak already. So what's it called? Yeah, you had all that. What's it called? All right, take care. What's it called? You have things like that. You have things like that that influence a lot of the young generation like that. So you have a lot of people who took what's it called, those content creators damn near words as with a high amount of validity, or about like what's it called? What's the word? They took it very seriously. Let's say that.
No, and I feel that. I think currently right now we just live in a time space to where people go on the internet, they listen to the whole spiel of oh, to you got to be an alpha male, you got to be a red pill person, and then they run with it, knowing damn well they're not like that. And it's hard to say. Not everybody in the world is gonna be on that type of timing, or be able to achieve those type of goals, because niggas don't want to be them working on themselves to achieve those type of goals. They want to be the next person that they see, or they want to be these people that they see to work on these goals. And at the end of the day, what works for them doesn't always work for you. Now, I'm all for building yourself up, building up your confidence, building up your financial standpoint, making sure that you're in a better space and whatnot, so you are able to achieve these things. But it's generally weird on how y'all take this information, or y'all get this information from these people on the internet, and y'all just try to apply it to yourself with no type of backbone support of making sure you're in that environment or in that space to apply it to yourself.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
They be
agree.
their own person, bro. Niggas gotta be their own person.
Yeah, a lot of people not their own person. A lot of people is not their own person.
Now, one thing that bugs me though, alright, we gotta talk about this, right? I don't know if this happens to y'all, but like, as a man, bro, if you in a function, get together, party, cookout, whatever, bro. As a man, why is it soon as females walk into the spot, bro, you either turn into a comedian, little baby, or a fucking boxer, bro? What is the point of that, bro?
That's so cool. That's how niggas be moving though. Like you just gotta let them rock, bro. That's how that's. I'm not gonna say be a pushover, but you just gotta let them rock, bro. It's like what is you going above and beyond? This was you see gal for like
That
it's
shit
not that
makes no
serious.
sense, bro. Niggas see one female, bro. Now he put his man's in a headlock. He
Shit,
flexing.
don't man put me in a headlock.
He flexing. Not me either. But he flexing $1,000. Like, bro, what are you flexing for? Nigga want to slap box automatically? Like, no, bro. I
Nah,
hate
that shit.
niggas like that.
Nah, niggas be doing that type of shit though. They really do be coming out of nowhere, becoming comedians, and be talking about like real, like all this hot shit. What's it
Like,
called?
niggas be moving different.
All right, K, appreciate you. Nah, he dead gotta go. Like, what you doing? Especially if gal come around. Like, I mean, a lot. That's the thing. Niggas be doing everything for gal though. You know, they be doing a lot for gal for no reason. You know, That's just like there's no reason for that. There's literally no reason for you to do
Like
all
I
that.
see, I seen like friends from like years break up because of that shit. Like
Yeah, anything for the box.
two homies just break that, bro, just for some box, bro.
Yeah, what's so cool? That's just that's the condition of the battle. All these niggas be doing that shit for the box, for the female, for the gal. What's like for the pum pum, and the pum pum be bad. That's a fact. The
It's a
pum pum
crazy.
be stink. The pum pum be whack. The pum pum not even that good. Like
I literally seen. I got a story time. I'm Jack and Prince on this one. Story time with me. So right, boom. I'm in this party. It was a graduation party. It was the shit was packed, right? There was people everywhere, and there's these two niggas I know. They both graduated. They knew each other since the sandbox, forever, mind you, right? These two females come in the spot. Man's number one starts moving different. He starts, bro. I can't explain. Like he starts doing everything in his world, bro. Nigga starts flexing, starts acting tough, all types of shit. And mind you, right? Men's number two wasn't feeling it, and he tells him too. Men's number two tells men's number one to like, we know what you're doing, bro, and it's not working, bro. So chill. Like everybody's telling him to like cool, relax, and chill, but it's like, nah. Men's number one thinks he's no. He has to do anything for the box. Like y'all said, anything for the box, right? But
anything
then
for the box, bro. Anything
anything
for
for the
the box.
box. So
Anything for the box.
and then for some reason, man's number one, he's talking hot, talking about he's not being his man's number two in a fight or slap bust about, oh, you never beat me in a fight, this and that. And then men's number two, he gets heated because it's like, bro, like you doing all this. He know you, like he's telling him like, we know each other for years. And you act like this over some females.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going back and forth. They're going back and forth. Everyone's trying to separate them. But then literally, right? Man's number one, he was like, see, I know you was really bad. You don't want to fight me. Bro, literally pushes him, bro, right? Bro pushes him. Man's number two, bro. Mind you, man's number two is a big dude. So he's like 6'6", 240.
Nah, that's
Bro,
wild.
Bro
That's wild.
reaches across two people, smacks him in the face.
Damn.
And the nigga started boxing. And
Nah,
mind
that's
you,
crazy.
they're holding
That's
them back, and no one held number two back. So he's literally beating on man's number one. He's beating on him, and no one's doing nothing because like he caused that himself. And he was like, "Oh, you want to act tough for females? So I'm gonna show you who's really tough for real." They went outside, they boxed it out, and then man's number one lost. They not friends no more. Then it's like shit. It's crazy. Niggas be doing anything for some bucks, bro. Like losing friendship, man. Damn near brotherhood, just for some bucks, bro.
so cool. Was he eyeing that girl the entire time? What's it called? Did she look good?
She looked good, but the thing's like, bro.
It don't. Honestly, it don't, like it's wrong, but and she was ugly.
No, she wasn't ugly. She was valid, but it's like, bro. Because when it comes to females, bro, he's known for doing some shit like that. He's known for like moving, walking, bro. Bro turns into a whole different person when it comes to fucking females, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got beat up, and he didn't. One thing, he got his pride destroyed. He lost a friend.
He got beat up on his graduation.
Graduation in front of gal, and lost a friend, and that's why you don't. That's what happens when you put gal when you fiending for gal box. All right, when 9 times out of 10, she probably talking to somebody else. That's how it be, man.
Out here, bro. It's sad.
Oh, she don't want you. All right, that's she don't want you, bro. She don't want you. What's it called? When she know you want her, it's up. You ain't never getting that. You ain't never getting that after that. But yeah, now I feel you, man. I really feel on that. What's it called? Niggas gotta stop putting these gal on pedestals.
Don't put pum pum over your mans, bro. Don't ever
do not pum pum over your mans. That's a fact. Don't put pum pum over your mans. That's wrong. Stop that.
If there's niggas out here doing that, you deserve 1,000 lashes. Don't ever do that.
What's it called? You deserve something like that, allegedly.
Allegedly, in GTA.
GTA, you deserve something like that, man. I don't know what you doing. What's it called? You weird for that. You weird for that. But yeah, what's it called? Niggas move weird.
Always.
What's it called?
So there was a question by Kayla. I didn't see it before, but shout out to Dawn for pinning it. She said, "How do y'all feel about women that look at other women with their men or with their man?"
Oh, that's not my woman there. She looking at that man.
No, so say like you and your girl are out on a date, right?
Huh?
And another woman comes by, a very attractive woman. She looks at that woman. Y'all feel any type of way?
What's it called? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna feel some type of way, but like that gives me an indicator that like, hey, she moving a certain type of way, so just gotta be aware of it. Like it's not gonna bother me, but I'm gonna just be aware of it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, same with Judy. It's gonna bother me, but it's just like that shows me that's like you're easily distracted. So it's like,
Facts.
okay, so that just happened. So I'm gonna just be like, I'm just be like wary type shit. Like my awareness is going up.
Yep. That's it after that. So you don't get surprised on why she making up arguments out of nowhere. Shit. But yeah, that's it's not gonna bother me. I mean, like, hey, if you catch it, be like, all right, this is real. Honestly, I don't see no need to bring it up and start arguing over it because she gonna deny it regardless. Even if it did occur, even if you did say it, she gonna deny it immediately. So, yeah, that's what do you think about it, Prince?
In that circumstance, honestly, I generally wouldn't feel no type of way. Like if she is looking at another woman, I mean, yeah, it's a conversation worthwhile, but it's not like, oh well, are you cheating on me with another woman? Da, da, da. It'll be more so like, I peeped that you did this, like, I'll answer my necessary questions that I need to, but I don't think it's anything to where it needs to be dragged on to cause an argument or cause an issue. Plus, I know there are relationships like that to where other women appreciate women and they're usually okay with the guy looking per se with them in accordance to that woman. So it kind of just depends on the relationship as well. But as far as like getting mad, upset, or getting into an argument about it, no. If y'all generally have that understanding of like this is what our relationship rules are, this is the boundaries that we set up for each other and things of that, then it should be that. It shouldn't be, oh well, I'm getting mad and upset because of it. It's kind of just the same as like if your girl gets mad at you for looking at another woman, obviously that's a key indicator sign of, okay, she's generally not fucking with it. Even if you don't want that woman or you just saw that woman, maybe she had on a nice outfit, maybe you gave her a compliment on her shoes and thought they were nice, whatever the case may be, and just were interested because maybe you wanted to get that for your girl and just wanted to look at them. It's a lot of things are conversation worthy, but not necessarily argument worthy.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a step further and it's she's being over the top friendly and doing the utmost and all this other stuff, then it's like, okay, what type of time are you really on? Because if we flipped it, right, then would she be okay if I was on the same type of timing? Probably not. So it's more so like conversation and discussing worthy.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really conversation really? Because like certain stuff like that's like you just peep it and it's like, oh, okay, this shouldn't really bother you that much. But sometimes it does just like conversation. Sometimes it's like me personally, I wouldn't even bring it up because I just peeped it and just some shit like that. He's got like, all right, cool, she did that, but she's mind you, she's still here. She's not over there. She's here, so it's not like a big ass conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it would necessarily be something that needs to be dragged out or just be like, okay, and talk about it, kind of get the rundown on everything, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, valid. What's it called? You guys got any topics? Any more topics?
So we are kind of nearing the end of the podcast, give or take. We still got like roughly like a good 40 minutes necessarily. We don't need to do the whole 2 hours, but we are kind of nearing the end of the podcast. I know a couple of people had to leave in the audience and whatnot, but if anybody wants to come up or wants to speak on any points, maybe state something in regards to what they're going through and whatnot, then let it be known. If not, I think I got like one more topic we can discuss on and call it a day.
Mm-hmm. All right then.
That's what you. Oh, Kayla wants to come up and say something. So
I would like to volunteer to contribute. I haven't heard that, so it ends in a minute.
I have not heard it me either.
Caleb, we are bringing you up. Oh, she wants to type. Why y'all
What
always
kind
want
of
to type?
bait was that? What kind of L bait?
Mean ass bait.
L bait, bro.
Mean ass pump fake.
Niggas shit.
She better type a paragraph. Oh my god.
She is about to type a long ass paragraph. In the meantime, what's it called?
Oh,
Yeah, finna go see the Transformers movie. I'm finna watch that shit.
do y'all think
I'm about to
childhood?
definitely watch that Transformers movie.
Almost F. Allegedly. Do y'all think childhood trauma or things you see growing up affects how you are in a relationship? Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Of course. That's a
100%.
fact. I mean, that's in your environment, you know. What's it called? Thank you, it's crazy. But yeah, I definitely think what's it called, childhood trauma and things you see growing up, what's it called, definitely affects your relationships. There's no doubt about that. If somebody grew up in, you know, in a constructive household, they have order, they follow like, you know, certain like rules and regulations, and then somebody who comes from a dysfunctional household, well, they never got instructed with order and stuff. That is obviously like it's not gonna work. You know, you have somebody who's orderly and then somebody who's just destructive. That destructive person is not only destroying themselves, but they'll destroy you in the process. So, you know.
Yeah. I mean, cause like I grew up with mostly adults, so it's like, you know, my mom's like a single parent. You know, I haven't seen my dad that much, and like I literally seen them like rise and fall. Like their relationship was like so rocky. So it's like a lot of shit I've seen them do is like it's like the shit that they did is the reason why I don't do most of the shit I do in relationships. Like I like, you know, I actually talk to shit, you know, some shit like that. It's like it's hard to explain, but it's like my past experience, seeing how my parents did certain things, and how that stuff went out, and how it could have been fixed so easily. But it's like them, like how hard headed they were, so it's like they couldn't fix it out. So it's like I take this shit that they done, and if I ever be in a situation like that, I could just like figure out a way to like, you know, put it in a better situation. So that stuff doesn't happen how they ended, or like, you know, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. In terms of childhood trauma, it most definitely does affect a person's ooh, words. It most definitely does affect the person on how they contribute to a relationship or how they are in a relationship, because growing up you're going to be used to that certain thing. You're going to be used to that certain type of action or response or way of handling things, to the point to where if something out of the ordinary comes in, then you're not sure if you need to have your guard up. You're not sure how to treat it, and it does go back to how a lot of people, quote unquote, and I'm not saying all, but a lot of people view certain relationships differently. Like if you were to ask most women, they always say, "Oh, well, I want a hood dude, but I want a hood dude who's not too friendly, but only friendly to me." And it's always the list of requirements. And it's not to say that that's a, you know, outrageous type of requirements of list. Granted, it is, but that's none of my business. But it's more so like that's what they're used to. They're used to the environment of seeing how maybe their fathers or their brothers or, you know, the niggas in the neighborhood are, and how they treat the relationship, or what they're used to, or and what they quote unquote deem as a valuable relationship. And then as far as guys, it's you see how women are carried a certain type of way, most times we want a reflection of how our mother is, about someone who's caring, someone who's nurturing, someone who's there. So when being brought up into maybe a newfound environment, or maybe dating someone for certain qualities that we may see within our parents or whatnot, then it can kind of be questionable of, is this long term, is this short term, is this something that I'm actually into, is this something that I want to see go further, is this something that I'm happy in, am I not, is this temporary, stuff like that. So you question it a lot, but childhood trauma most definitely does affect what goes on in a person's life.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I definitely think that, and I definitely agree with both of y'all.
But that is my take.
All right, you want to get into your final topic, Prince?
Yeah. So last topic for today's episode of the As a Man podcast. And just what aspects of your personality would you improve on if you could? Let's talk about it.
Being like traits and stuff like that. You could
Yeah.
work on.
Yeah. So like your personality traits, what you could work on, what you couldn't work on, or what you feel like you need to work on as an individual.
I would say probably my commentary. If that's a personality trait, I definitely want to work on that. Commentating over certain things in real time.
I would say I need to work on how I say certain things, and when I need help, to ask for help. Because I hate asking for help. And damn no, knowing I need help on certain shit and I don't ask for it, that shit makes it 10 times worse for me. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to, I need to start asking for help and start talking to people more about certain things. That, because you never know, they can help me type shit.
Mm-hmm.
For me, some personality that I would improve on, I guess my asshole tendencies. for like, I don't try to be 7 times out of 10, but I'm very much of a blunt person, and I kind of just state the first thing that comes to me. Like, I generally never really care if it's rude or kind in a sense, because at the end of the day, it's like, I rather you know the truth than anything else. I could word my sayings or my sentences properly, or at least enough to where it won't cause an issue. So I would say that's something that I personally need to work on, wording and just being less of an asshole. But
Mm-hmm.
over time things will get better. Who knows? But
Yeah, that's good. That's good. At least you acknowledge it, and then you can work on it from there.
it's kind of just me. But yeah, that was my last form of a topic. It's been a successful podcast per usual. I do appreciate all those who came by, all those who listened, all those who weren't able to make it, but showed some interest, might have shared it, may listen to it on the YouTube version. Again, this is recorded live, so we do have live audience that do stop in when they are free to and able to. Again, if you always like to join, you are free to. The Discord link will be in the description to the Sensational Discord, so that you can catch it live, ask the live questions or topics that you want us to discuss, maybe even speak your piece, be a special guest, whatever the case may be. Again, I am So Fresh Prince. I am the host of the As a Man podcast. Along with me is also Meek and Judah. Their information will be in the description below, so check them out to see exactly what they get into or just to support. Last closing remarks, guys.
Now, W podcast, we gotta stay consistent. That's a call. So I'm looking for our next podcast. That's a call. Yeah.
I'm gonna say the same thing. W podcast. I'm gonna say the last two things I said the first two podcasts. Check on your peoples, check on your family, and take your mental health seriously. That's all I gotta say.
It's a fact.
And that is factual. But this has been the As a Man podcast, episode 3. We will try to be back next time, same time around. If anything does change, well, it just changes. But I do appreciate everybody who stopped by, who listened in, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But we will see you next time. Deuces.
Get sturdy, pussy. Magic. I fell in love with a witch and it's true. She far from average. I don't want to be with nobody if it ain't you. This shit is madness. All of this sadness. I'm tired. I'm tired.